The harsh truth is that when we go on most of different clinics or practices websites, we see a pretty nice, good-looking stock image, some language about what they do and what the practice is all about, and who the doctor is and what they offer, and all about the practice and the business. And it talks nothing, zero, about who the patient is and how they feel and how you want them to feel. And there is a big disconnect there. Hey, it's Parisa from Meros Media, where we help healthcare practices grow their business so they can serve and reach more patients. And today, I want to talk to you about buyer or patient personas and the necessity of creating that into your brand. If you go now and look at 3 or 4 random clinic or practice websites, you can see that all there is, 90% of the time, is a pretty stock image with some happy people in it and a language underneath and everything about the practice and what they do, which is great. You give information to patients, but ultimately what really converts in websites is if patients can relate themselves with your content, if they can see themselves through your content. And in order to be able to do that, you get to really understand who the majority of your patients are. And if you can break them down into 2 different buckets, then at least you know who the majority of your patients are and who the secondary bucket is. And that really helps with creating a website and creating content that speaks to that specific patient group or demographic. For example, for a regenerative orthopedic clinic, we know majority, over 70% of patients are men and women, mainly men, who are over the age of 65 and they're really struggling with joint pain, but they don't want to go through under the knife, and they don't want to get joint replacement surgery, and they don't want to do back surgery for various reasons, but mainly because they don't want to cut their body open and have an artificial joint or anything like that. And their main goal is that they want to address their pain, and that's it. The secondary bucket would be mostly men who are between the ages of 45 to 65 who want to defy their aging process. They know their aches are coming, they know their back is hurting, they know their joints are a little bit squeaky, so they want to find something outside the realm of just taking painkillers or doing surgeries or conventional medicine that would help them feel how they want to feel, which is younger for a longer time, and that gives them a feeling of being significant in life. So if you know these are the 2 main group of people that you're talking to, then your website, the imagery you're using, the videos you're creating, everything has to really speak to these people, and specifically to the first group, which is the biggest group of people. The right way of doing it is to have 2 different sets of looks and divide your traffic into their specific bucket, and then show them the page that fits them the most, that talks directly to them, and so they can feel themselves and see themselves through your content. And when they do, then they buy into your brand. When they do, they buy into what you offer. They don't convert just because you put a list of benefits that you can offer and they're like, okay, well, I like that. A lot of people do that. They convert because they feel an emotional connection with what you're saying and the way you're saying it. So we need to directly speak to the patient. And in order to do that, we need to know who they exactly are. I hope you find this video helpful. If you do, give them a thumb up and subscribe to our channel.